The next speaker is Okoth. You know, Okoth would call you matters hospitality. Okoth would call you matters the Catholic Church. Okoth would call you matters media. Okoth would almost even tell you, no, it's time to go home and rest. Okoth. Strict for time. Thank you so much, Okoth, for your cross-cutting, competencies. Asante sana, sana, sana. Even as late as yesterday, you kept on calling. Everything is in place and that things are working. Thank you so much for your commitment. Asante sana. Welcome, Okoth. Thank you.
All protocols observed. My family and the extended Jaramogi Oginga Odinga family and fellow mourners. I want to say God is good and all the time. I have a tribute to read, and before I read my tribute, please allow me to appreciate or rather introduce some of my children who Beryl also loved so much. We all know that Beryl was a mother, she was an aunt, and as I stand here, I'm one of the many people that she lived with. And so maybe my children just wave at the crowd. Beryl supported them also in so many ways. My children, just wave at the crowd, please. Where are you? Those are my children. And this is my eldest son. His name is Basil Kenneth. So I'm going to read my tribute, because if I start speaking today about my aunt, who was also my second mother as we were in Zimbabwe, I would never stop. And I believe that my tribute was, I tried as much as I could to cut it short. So I'll just go ahead and read it, please. My dear Auntie B, as we commonly refer to you, it has only been a couple of days since you left us, but it seems like forever already. Exactly 40 days after our beloved Baba Raila left us too. Super devastating. Not a day has gone by that I don't think about the impact you had in my life. I remember the very first day you came to pick me up from Kenya. I was only 14 years old, living in Milimani, Kisumu, with our late grandfather, Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. You looked so beautiful and polished that I admired and was proud to be associated with you. My grandfather sent one of his then drivers by the name of Asubwa to pick me up from school. I can never forget the joy in this young 14-year-old Okoth's eyes. Long story short, the day for traveling was here. I was super excited, as I was also looking forward to see my mother, Miss Margaret Obara-Agola, who had just moved to Zimbabwe with you. Your friendship with Mom was so special, started many years while still in school. It was through your friendship that Mom ended up marrying my dad, Ngire Agola. This had to be a special kind of friendship. My very first experience in an aeroplane was with you. I remember I was wearing a long, creamish, grayish dress that to me was super special, as you had just bought it for me with a pair of brown shoes. I actually see this day as it were today. You let me sit on the window side as you wanted me to experience the clouds. You looked at my little scared eyes and asked, Okoth, koso iluoro ndege? because clearly she had seen how terrified I was. But I remember Auntie encouraging me to just close my eyes tight, just not too tight. Excuse my language here, but to pollute the air. Amid laughter, of course, from both of us. Imi wangi mate kiluor. Auntie B had such a beautiful sense of humor. In Harare, you wore that giant shoe that no one could ever fit. 14 four-way road, Vinona, an address forever engraved in my mind. You added me to the list of your children that were already there. Jack, Awino, Auma, Cheesy, and Taurai. Together with my mother, Margaret Agola, we then became the family in Zimbabwe. You'd take all of us out on a drive and we would sing some Shona songs, Chimurenga songs, and some folk songs in Dholuo. Your favorite of the songs was Jokinya upare oginga thuon jaramogi. Jokinya upare oginga thuon jaramogi. Ah, oginga juma thuon jaramogi. Ah, oginga juma thuon jaramogi. I will never forget how passionate you were as you choir mastered us. It was one of the fun moments I will forever cherish. You weren't just an aunt to me. You were my second mother, and at times even played the role of my late father, Ngire Agola. You were my cheerleader when life took an unexpected, painful turn. My very last conversation with you at your hospital bed was super encouraging. I could have sworn that you were coming out of that hospital bed the following day. But I now know this would be the last time we spoke. This will be the last time we speak, and you are simply saying goodbye to me. You tricked me, Nyar Kawur. You were such a strong auntie. And these were some of the admirable qualities in you. A strong woman feels deeply and loves fiercely. This was you, my dear auntie. You doted so much on your grandchildren, and it breaks my heart seeing in their eyes the kind of pain they are going through. Others are too young to know what's going on right now, but I know for sure that your memory will live on in them. I'm going to read something a little bit about in Shona. I think there's some Shona people here, probably, and allow me to read it, please. Ndinotenda stereki kwa makore ataka garate seku Zimbabwe mwari ngawe nawe atete. Ndinokuda stereki ndichakusua. Say hello to all our departed family members, especially Jaramogi, Mama Mary, my father Agola, my mother Margaret, Baba, Osewe, Fidel, among others. I love you so much, Auntie B, and will miss you dearly. May the good Lord keep your soul in eternal peace. My name is Nicola Kotagola. Thank you all for listening in.